Hi, I'm 20 years old and I feel like a failure. Do you remember when I said this? Hello, it's Friday. Last night I went to sleep at 3:45 because anxiousness. Yay! Well, one of the things that was keeping me up that night was this kind of overwhelming feeling that I, yes, at 20 years old, am behind in life. I want to make this video because I feel like this is a very common feeling for people my age in this society. I love how we all just blame everything on society and don't take any personal responsibility for everything. Works for me. The first time I remember ever feeling like this was I think when I was like 10 and I was watching like, you know, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and thinking to myself, wow, Cole and Dylan Sprouse, like you guys have really made it. And even at that young age I was always comparing myself to, you know, people like Selena Gomez and Miley Cyrus, all those kind of Disney stars that I looked up to and admired, who had really like landed it. They had a Disney contract, need I say any more? But pretty quickly I realised that, you know, being a child star was not all it cracked up to be, though actually sometimes it was what it cracked up to be. That's a joke about crack. And so I actually ended up feeling really grateful that I hadn't made it big at such a young age. But now I'm 20. I feel like I could handle it. There's a lot of pressure surrounding this decade of one's life. Your parents make it sound like this kind of golden age. The media, like films and TV, it's, you know, it's all about people who are in their 20s finding themselves or finding the love of their life or whatever. There's so much emphasis put on this time of one's life. And I hate it. My parents made going to university sound like the best thing on earth. No, it's not that I'm not having fun at this age. It's not that university isn't good. I'm sure I will find my life partner in, you know, the next 6 months or something. But it's not that great. Hey, editing Elizabeth here. For some reason I managed to get through this whole video without mentioning coronavirus once, which in a way is a nice thing, but like it's scuppered a lot of dreams, you know, for a lot of people. Life in general right now isn't great. It's not just because I'm young and dumb. I think it's really easy right now to feel like you're behind because you literally can't do stuff. You can't do the things that you need to do to progress yourself and develop yourself. Just thought I'd say that. Carry on. There's this kind of notion that we all have this best before date. Everyone talks about turning 30 as if it's like the most terrifying thing in the world. And you know what? I think 30 sounds pretty good. Okay, you've worked out how to pay taxes, you maybe have found your life partner at that stage, you've probably got somewhere decent to live, hopefully. Maybe you own a cat or a dog. I want that in life. My ultimate dream is being the one who hosts the Christmas dinner. Like, I want everyone to come over to mine, I've laid the table, I've cooked the turkey. When that happens, I'll have made it. On the other hand, I'm also constantly afraid that I'm not even gonna make it to 30. I'm not good at crossing roads. Like, if I die young, don't be surprised, okay? I've warned you, it's a possibility. I've now jinxed it, touch wood. Gonna make it. I guess as far as that's concerned, I've just got to live each day to the max, not waste it, not spend every day binging Netflix and YouTube. I think it's really hard when we're constantly being shown people who are younger than us being more successful. The internet is a great thing, but it does mean that you're constantly being shown people who seem to have it better than you. Age 15. Now, I'm not the person to come to for advice on not comparing yourselves to others. I do it all the time. But what I find crazy is the fact that I envy people who I don't even respect, who I don't even admire, and that's nothing against them. But if I'm going to compare myself to people, which I will, why aren't I comparing myself to people I actually admire? Like these lovely people. I hate the way we talk about success as if it's the same for everybody. We all work in our own unique currency. I might think, oh wow, that person's really made it in life and they're really successful. And you might think, what? No, they're not. I go to a drama school, right? I'm training to be an actor. And one of the things that I struggle with most is most of the actors that I look up to, they either didn't go to drama school or they dropped out in like first year and landed like this amazing job. It does make you think, why am I even doing this? Does anyone else feel that so many success stories are always like the unconventional ones? So if you were trying to climb the ladder in a kind of more mainstream way, it feels impossible. Anyway, speaking of drama school, I'm gonna say two things. One, which is something that they always tell you at drama school, life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So what if you don't make it till you're 30? So what if you don't make it till you're 40? What does making it even mean? It means nothing. It has a trajectory. The finish line is the day you die. It's not the day you earn a 6-figure salary. I don't know why that came to mind. That is just never going to happen. Which leads me onto my final point. Last summer term, we were asked by one of our tutors to write a kind of short essay about an artist that we really look up to and are passionate about. And I decided to write about an artist called Louise Bourgeois. If you're interested in art, check her out, she's really interesting. But the first time I saw her work was years ago in Copenhagen in an art gallery, and what I saw that day was her most prolific work. They're called cells, if you're interested. Firstly, I fell in love with them. I thought her work was so interesting. But secondly, I realised that all that work was done in the last 10 years of her life, and that was the work that had brought her her most success. I was rereading this essay that I wrote about her the other day, and I realised that the concluding paragraph was actually pretty inspirational. Turns out that 19-year-old Elizabeth actually had something worthwhile to say, so I know, it surprised me too. Anyway, I'm going to read it to you, and I hope that it inspires you a little bit, because it inspired me, and I wrote it, so. A life dedicated to art might not receive the credit it deserves for a very long time, but that does not take away from the merit of the work. Determination and belief in one's ability and the work is absolutely necessary, as hard as that may be. As of late, I have lost a lot of that belief in myself and the work I am creating, whether it be theatrical, musical, or artistically. However, it is at these times of difficulty when we must throw ourselves even further into our work. That is, after all, when some of the best art is created. Yeah? Yeah! Yeah, baby. That is all I have to say. I hope this has helped or maybe just entertained you for however long this video is. Please check out my other videos. I just chat shit most of the time. But I also write songs, so do that. Subscribe if you're feeling extra generous, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!